Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. My name is Hunter, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're talking about Fedmyster and his return to streaming to the Twitch and social media world, which has a lot of people riled up. Because if you don't know, about a year ago, there were some sexual misconduct allegations that were against him with Yvonnie and Lilypichu. And I'm not going to rehash all of that necessarily, but I'll show a couple clips from Skara and Poki.
He ends up always kind of manipulating the truth to make himself look better in a lot of different ways, in ways that you don't really need to. You know, if your friend group, if you're like friends with someone, like I always trust Fed and whatever he says about anyone. But it came back to a situation where I found out that it wasn't always the truth. We came out with the statement because after we had a 3-hour intervention with him and 7 other girls, and 6 of the girls all came out with stuff against him, he proceeded after that day to contact the people who weren't there and kind of do exactly what we told him was the problem, which was to tell them only his side of the story and kind of spin it in a way where he ended up being the better person. But it's like, I don't think that's like, we just had an intervention about it, so it felt kind of...
I'm gonna put a huge emphasis on this. The way he shit-talked Yvonnie and Lily to me and others, particularly, I will just recount my experience, is so frustrating knowing what happened between them. The Yvonnie incident happened and Fed would start talking to me. I'm so sorry for being emotional. He would talk to me about how Yvonnie was lazy and not working enough and playing League all the time. And I was concerned, and he would say, oh, she like won't work on OTV stuff with me or brainstorm and blah, blah, blah. And this discussion got to the point of us almost letting Yvonnie go from the company because we thought she just like wasn't interested enough in working with us. When in reality, her behavior was entirely because of the incident that happened between them. Toast also sat down with Fed a year ago. At this point, Toast was the only one from OTV who was aware of the incident with Yvonnie and Fed, and he warned Fed about the growing concern within our friend group in regards to his behavior around girls. And this was before we all shared our stories. In regards to his behavior around girls, especially when drinking, and this was before all the recent stuff. It was just like a concern that was starting to build at the time. Fed responded by getting angry at Toast and claimed to not have remembered the incident with Yvonnie, and he seemed more concerned with who else knew about the incident and about anything else, and who had said what about him.
So there was a lot of concerns about his conduct as well as his honesty and how he would tell stories to people or sway them to his side. There's a lot that went on there. Like I said, I don't want to rehash that. If you want, you can go back and watch that video of Jake's from last year. However, he has now taken to Twitter to say that he was returning. He says a lot has changed in a year. See you tomorrow, 1 p.m. And then on the next day, he posted, self-improvement is a lifelong journey. I'm here for the whole ride. In which he links a video that is kind of his return type video. It's kind of cinematic and has a lot of different parts to it that I'll show a few different clips that I kind of want to talk about and address how people are responding to it.
It's true. I was lost. I lost sight of my principles. I lost my sense of boundaries, my ability to harbor compassion and consideration. I was blinded by my own doing and hurt some of the people I've come to care about the most. To anyone I truly hurt, I just want to once and for all say, I'm sorry. And there I was in this infinite, self-inflicted pit of isolation, depression, and pain. I didn't want to do anything or be anything. Existing felt pointless and continuously agonizing. I was stuck in this loop, feeling constant shame and unable to forgive myself. Then it happened. The day where I had enough of standing in the rain feeling sorry for myself, had enough of the version of me that created all this pain and misery to begin with. I wanted to evolve. To give myself one last chance, to find the best version of me I had to abandon everything. So I joined a mindfulness meditation group and started my spiritual enlightenment journey, as some people would say. But for me, it was more about self-discovery. I learned to unlearn. Then I got a dog. Yeah, I called him Bruno. Self-care was now a priority in my life. He very quickly became my best friend. Always pushing me to go out, always there for me. I started running, hiking, cycling, mountain biking, you name it, I was probably doing it. Then the gyms opened up and I won't lie, I pretty much started going in every day. I can't ask for forgiveness from anyone. I know the only thing that will show my improvement are my actions. But I do for now hope what little I've shown you today is enough for you to believe that I'm on my journey to be the best me. I'm always growing, always learning, and unlearning. I just want to make people laugh again, man.
And I have to say that entire video, as soon as I started watching it, it reminded me of Albert Chang's, that slightly musical, who is involved with OTV as well, and made a return. Also made a kind of a cinematic return video, which was a little bit funny to me, or a bit of a coincidence. But in watching it, just working on himself is the general gist of this video. And then he returns a year later to the platform, even admits that he knows that just saying these things isn't going to make that much of a difference, but that his actions in proving that he has changed is really what is going to show the difference in who he is, which I can respect. But a lot of people were pretty upset about this quote unquote return. See some people saying trying to get canceled so I can buy a dog and get ripped. I apologize for the third or fourth time for being a serial harasser, but I've been on a spiritual journey. So am I good to be famous again? Is Brock Turner announcing a comeback? It's just like he makes an inspirational video and all, and everyone suddenly forgives and forgets. I'm not for blind hate, but actions speak louder than words, and especially videos, so let's wait a bit. Anyway, I hope he follows through. I don't hate him, and I'm willing to give him a second chance, but we can't forget what he did. So overall, there are a lot of reactions to this, some very positive, some very negative. Like I said, it's very polarizing, and obviously it's dangerous for me to pick a side here, and I don't really think I necessarily fall on a side. I want to be, in general, how I live my life is I want to be an optimistic person. I want to believe people can change, and that people can go through their own self-help journey, and that they really do change for the better. So there's a large part of me who wants to believe that Fed has been working on himself, and all that is very honest and not just some ploy to return to the social sphere. However, at the same time, I do agree with those people saying, hey, we don't forget about this stuff, right? This is not something that people should just gloss over and say, oh, okay, let's just move on. That's fine, because there are very serious allegations. I'll just say it's overall a dangerous situation. I'm interested to see how it plays out. Like I said, I hope for the best. I hope that he has changed. I hope that he's going to continue to prove that he is a new person and that he has really worked on himself and things have changed. Of course, I'm not saying we should all praise Fed from the rooftops, but let me know what you guys think about this situation. I know it's sticky. I know it's complicated, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Until next time, guys, be safe, be smart, behave. I'll catch you later.